City wants Spanish star, Arsenal make party plans, Brighton sign an EPL winner, Newcastle's takeover is in doubt, and a transfer roundup all coming up in the next few minutes. As I'm your host, Matt Froelich, you are the One Footballers, and this is the Daily News. First up, and Manchester City are rather interested in Valencia's Ferran Torres. Now, the 20-year-old winger has certainly been making a splash in La Liga, and City aren't exactly the only top club in Europe who are looking at the player. With 1 year left to run on his contract, it looks like a deal of around 40 million euros could be enough to tempt him away from Valencia and to the Etihad Stadium. Now, for me, when you look at the player, he has got all the hallmarks of being a top-quality signing, and that's before Pep Guardiola even manages to get his hands on him and coach him to a whole new level. Now, he's normally comfortable on the right wing, but also on the left as well. Not only, if he's at right wing, does it mean that Bernardo Silva can move central and take over his namesake David Silva's role, but also he can provide competition on the left wing for Raheem Sterling now that Leroy Sané has joined Bayern Munich. Obviously, Guardiola has quite a difficult task in keeping every single player happy in that position. He's also promised Phil Foden a lot more minutes next season as well. But having said that, the three attacking midfielders that Manchester City play, well, to have six great choices, that's not exactly a bad thing to have. There's Sterling, there'll be Torres if they sign him, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez. Forgot the last one. They'll have Torres if they sign him, Sterling, Mahrez, Silva, Foden. They'll be absolutely stacked in this area should, as I say, they manage to bring the 20-year-old to the club. But there are other teams such as Bayern Munich who are also interested in the Spaniard, although to me it looks like he probably will end up at the Etihad. And talking of a player potentially moving from La Liga to the Premier League, and it is Thomas Partey, and yes, this saga is still rumbling on, and unfortunately for Thomas Partey, it looks like he wants to join Arsenal, but they just don't quite have enough money for him. Enough money being the £45 million release clause that is on the Ghanaian's head. Now, Arsenal have openly admitted to Atletico Madrid that they won't be buying him this summer if they have to pay that much money, so according to a few reports, they may offer a couple of players in return. Now, as we've been speaking about the last few weeks, this looks like it's going to happen more and more during the summer transfer window. Teams might not have enough money to spend, so they're going to throw in a few players. The one that Arsenal are going to throw in is Matteo Guendouzi. Now, we all know what happened towards the end of this season with his argument with Neil Maupay at Brighton, throwing him to the ground, training alone at Arsenal and not appearing again before the end of the season. So, if they look to get rid of a troublesome player like him, bring in Thomas Partey, apparently it's 25 million plus Guendouzi, they've solved the problem and they haven't actually spent that much money. It looks like a pretty good deal. So good, in fact, I'm wondering why no other team seems to be that interested in Partey. I mean, surely if he's doing what he's doing at Atletico Madrid, he's worth a lot of money and 45 million is a good deal because of his release clause. Arsenal can't be the only ones interested. But from a big money deal to a not so big money deal now, and it's Adam Lallana who has signed for Brighton. Just a couple of days after Liverpool wrapped up their season with a victory at Newcastle, which saw them finish on 99 incredible points, Lallana has left the club after 6 years and moved back to the South Coast. Now, not to Southampton's former club, as you mentioned, but to Graham Potter's Brighton. And for them, this is one hell of a signing. You look at his footballing CV, it's incredible. What he's won, the games he's played in England International up until 2018 as well. He's still got a few years left at the top level. They've got him on a 3-year contract, and he brings invaluable experience and quality to a squad which at times was often lacking a bit of creativity, with Aaron Moy being the only real out there. Of course, Pascal Gross and Leandro Trossard were also very, very good players for Brighton, but with Lallana in midfield, maybe they can push on and who knows, even secure a top half finish next season. Personally, I thought Lallana could have played, and no disrespect to Brighton, a little bit higher. There were rumours that Leicester were interested, and maybe a top 6 side could have taken Lallana even as a squad player. I mean, I guess he's going to Brighton because he's going to be guaranteed a lot more playing time, but he definitely still has something to offer. Anyway, the transfer market is open and it's been kicked off with, in my opinion, a really good signing from Brighton. But to some transfers that might not happen, and we've been talking about it all summer, and it's this Saudi takeover at Newcastle, which may not actually be happening. There is a mass confusion over who's actually going to be in charge. So apparently the takeover is being fronted by a British financier, where actually it's going to be funded by the Saudi Private Investment Fund. So the Premier League are doing a lot of strenuous tests to see who their new owners are going to be, who the chairman's going to be, all this kind of stuff, and they don't actually know who's going to be in control and who's going to be responsible should things go pear-shaped. What it means for Steve Bruce, who said that he wants a solution and he wants it quickly, and the Newcastle fans, is that they're going to have to wait a little bit longer, although time isn't exactly on their side. Obviously, because of the delay to the Premier League, there's actually only 7 weeks before the 2020-2021 season starts. In that time, they're going to have to push through a takeover, decide whether they're sticking with Steve Bruce as manager. If they're not, bring someone new in, and if they are, look at their plans for next season, then go and identify the players they want to sign, then go and buy them. All within 7 weeks. And if they want to sign quality players who are playing in the Champions League, they'll probably have to wait till they're done with their respective teams, as the Champions League doesn't finish until mid to end of August. Things are getting a little bit tight for Newcastle United. This, though, looks like it is what the club want. According to reports, 97% of the Newcastle supporters club want the takeover to happen. I'm pretty sure they want any sort of takeover to happen, just so that Mike Ashley is out of the club for good. So next up, in a quick roundup of the rest of the day's transfer news, where Tottenham young star Japhet Tanganga has signed a new deal at the club, keeping him at Spurs until 2025. Leverkusen have opened the bidding for Ajax keeper Andre Onana with a €20 million bid. Javi Gracia, the former Watford manager, is now in charge at Valencia. He may be losing Ferran Torres, as we discussed, and the LMA Manager of the Year has gone to Jurgen Klopp. What an unbelievable season for him at Liverpool, and the Championship Manager of the Year went to Marcelo Bielsa as he guided Leeds to the Championship title and back into the Premier League. So there you have it. That is all from me for today on the Daily News. But you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Whilst you're at it, you can smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.